I'm Joni Patry and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I want to talk about the fixed stars and a specific one that you will want to know about called Rigel. Rigel is in the left knee or foot of Orion, and what this star is about is wealth and riches that last. So let me explain a little bit in order for you to be able to find whether or not this star will be a part of your life. Because what you're going to want to find is if you have a planet in your chart that conjuncts or opposes this fixed star, and if you do, then you can rest assured that you will have what this star provides, which is wealth and riches. So you're going to want to find that they are within a 3-degree orb. The closer, the better. And remember, since I'm doing Vedic sidereal astrology, I'm going to be talking about the sidereal placements. Now, I will give the Western placements as well, because some of you will want to look at your chart. And it doesn't matter if you're looking at Western or Vedic. You just want to make sure you're looking at the right point in your chart. So, for the fixed star Rigel, it is 16 degrees 45 minutes of Gemini in the tropical Western chart. But if you're doing sidereal Vedic astrology, as I do, then you're going to be looking for 23 degrees of Taurus. So because we're looking at the conjunction in Taurus around 23 degrees, you'll also be looking at around 23 degrees of Scorpio. So the conjunction and opposition are just as powerful. So let's talk about this fixed star, because Rigel gives lasting riches and honors and favors. So this is probably one of the most important fixed stars that you're going to want to look for in terms of finding wealth and prosperity, but usually great wealth. And I will show you a few people who have this star prominent in their chart. This will begin to make a lot of sense. So when we talk about the stars are called fixed because they apparently don't appear to move in a lifetime. But in reality, they are moving backwards 1 degree every 72 years. So in a lifetime, they don't appear to move. That's why they're called fixed. But regardless if you're following the precession of the stars that eventually will go through all of the 12 signs in a period of 26,000 years, this is called precession of the equinoxes, the stars are what can flavor and give meaning to the signs. So when you're looking at a planet in a particular sign, it can have meaning. These signs will have their meaning based on the stars that are in those signs. So in Taurus, this will give wealth. Now, let me just talk about this star and its qualities. Basically, it's, we're going to be looking at the star is, are you rich and will you have a lot of money? Will you be a millionaire? Well, chances are, if you have this star strong, you will. And of course, it's going to depend on what house it falls in your chart. And of course, when you go into the planetary cycles that we call dashas, as to when the results of this star will produce or come into fruition, as we say. So Rigel will produce its results, particularly if it's conjunct any of your planets. So let me give you a few people who have this star prominent in their chart. So first of all, Barbara Hutton. Barbara Hutton was a millionaire heiress that her family owned the Woolworth fortune, the dime stores. She was massively wealthy. And she had Jupiter at 26 degrees of Scorpio. So it's right there within that orb of the 3 degrees. Gloria Vanderbilt of the Vanderbilt fortune. She was a millionaire heiress, and her Jupiter is 24 degrees of Scorpio. Next, we have Bill Gates, one of the richest men in the world. We know from Microsoft, billionaire, and he has K2, south node of the moon, at 24 degrees of Taurus. Therefore, Rahu, always exactly opposite, is 24 degrees of Scorpio. Next, we have John D Rockefeller, who was the richest man of all time relative to the worth of how much money he had. So of all time, he was the wealthiest. And he was the founder of Standard Oil. This is when oil, came into being. And his Mars is 24 degrees of Taurus. Next, Andrew Carnegie, who was an industrialist. He was a millionaire. He owned U.S. Steel, the U.S. Steel Company, and his Venus was 23 degrees of Scorpio. Another one, Ross Perot, who was the founder of the high-tech computer company. He had EDS, and his Mercury is 23 degrees of Taurus. Ted Turner, founder of CNN, broadcasting company, millionaire, billionaire. His Mercury was 24 degrees of Scorpio. Christina Onassis, she's the heiress of the Greek shipping industry of Aristotle Onassis. Her sun is 26 degrees of Scorpio. And Oprah Winfrey, of course, we all know Oprah, founder of Harpo Productions. Her Jupiter is 23 degrees of Taurus, right there. And one more, and then there's more besides this, but one more, John Paul Getty, who was an entrepreneur of oil and real estate. His Mercury is 23 degrees of Scorpio. So, I bet you're gonna wanna find out if you have any planets conjunct this most spectacular, wealthy, rich fixed star, Rigel. Remember that these stars are in certain nakshatras in Indian astrology. So we have the 27 nakshatras. Rigel, which is at 23 degrees of Taurus, the nakshatra of Mrigashira begins at 23 degrees, 20 minutes of Taurus. And so therefore it falls in the nakshatra that's relative to the hunter, Orion, and it deals with searching and seeking. People that have planets in this nakshatra never quit their journey for searching for everything. They have collections, they have things that they always want to complete their collections, whether they're coin collections, stamp collections, and even women that love to go shopping, that there's always this one more piece that they've got to find, that missing piece. So they're always searching and seeking. And planets within 3 degrees of this star will always come to a point of great wealth. So check that out. Find if you have Rigel in your chart. And if you would like to look at the degrees in your chart, you can go to my website. I have a free calculator on my website, which is galacticcenter.org. And if you are really interested in learning Vedic astrology, always go to my university, which is University of Vedic Astrology.com. Thank you.